Well, hello everyone. Talk about background checks, and if anybody has heard of that, talk about background checks, and basically that if you're able to do the similar thing, especially on the television set right here, have right here is where you can control the TV and for what you see on the TV. But talking about the for background checks, that if we're talking about the type of checks for any source of information that you will be able to look up. And you have right here is the remote control to the TV right here. But you see right here, they said this right here would be like a normal Google search right here. You have right here, so if you want to look up a particular school, or maybe for a job, or maybe for a nearest doctor's office or something like that. And I have right here is my new shirt right here that I went and got today. Got with some of my artwork right here, Bob Ross. But if we weren't to where that with anything about background checks, what are background checks? And they could be something in particular, such as to where a check basically is that whenever you're applying for something or you're trying to get something done, and then that's basically information that's provided to that person who that you're applying. If you're applying for something in particular, or it could be sources of information, a little bit more about history, I guess, if you want to call it like history work, that whenever you provide background, whenever you look up background information, it's basically information, a little bit more detailed information about that person, and before they do their hiring, or before they proceed with the next few steps, that they want to get some general information about work experience, or it could be qualifications, and any your skills, what you're good, what you're qualified for, a number of things. But we have heard that before, to where that it could also be scams. And if anybody has heard that, talk about scams. That what are scams? And basically that if anybody were to say that, would you think that our remote control will be similar to something like a scam? To where that to where that it's basically that you have a few clicks, and then a few clicks just to be able to trick somebody into sign up for something, or just to be able to buy something, or it's like get enrolled in. It's basically that it's like a trick, like a scams that would come in different ways of how to describe them too. But there's different options about if you want to go ahead and try to get enrolled in a school, or for knowing about where to begin if you're wanting to pursue a dream into something, and one of those would be is to want to learn to be a professional, if it's going to be in a computer science or maybe chemistry or something like that. And you're going to have many schools that are going to be contacting you, and then jobs that post email ads and stuff like that they're going to be sending you. But if anybody wanted to, that if there's a way that you can get your email, that there's a way that you can actually have access to your email from the television set, and if anybody wanted to, where that really about what any particular purpose why it has to be on the television set. Well, I say if you got like a group of maybe 10 people who want to look at what you're talking about, and then being able to pull it up on the TV, so that way people can see it, as long as the TV's got the networking connection, but the right set as well. But I have right here is some examples right here on the TV right here of you have right here is for the full length. So you got this the words, and then the describes. There are some type in the important words, and then you quotes and then type the 30th. So you have this Google search right here for advanced search, because I know that whenever I was checking, whenever I was able to get the search window up on the TV, that to say if you want to click on advanced search, and you would have these options right here. So if you want to look for a particular job, then I guess that there's different ways of how you can describe, to where just like on the laptop, that you could be able to search different locations, and anything further in that search. But what is background information? It's basically information that is provided at some point. And if anybody were to say that before we collect any background information, I guess they want to know the shorter version of the story about what you're applying for. But that there are some people that may think that maybe background information is just too much time. That you really not everybody's going to have background information to where that they're going to be extremely happy about it. And it could be maybe about something that the company went out of business. So the company went out of business, and you're trying to start from scratch again. You're trying to get in there, develop a new business, and it could be other reasons too. And so that's why that with searching though, with any source of background information, that if that information is really supposed to be there, if anybody were to say that if you're really too embarrassed to talk about it, really that how many of us would say that you're too embarrassed to talk about something, maybe because that it's a time and point to where that you really it only applies to the part, it only applies to me. So let's just say that maybe a few things that I talk about or I'm presenting, such as what am I wearing, what do I look like, that might be a little bit embarrassing to me. But if anybody were wanting to wear, really about what's more embarrassing, huh? But still, that if anybody were to say that if you're trying to present something to somebody, but still, I talk about understanding about the background information. And you have right here is my laptop right here. Got the laptop, but with the laptop right here, if anybody were to where that you're going to have the laptop, and if you're going to have a computer, and then look up any source of background information, and you're like worrying to where that your background information, it's going to be there for anybody who wants to do some research about where you went to school at, and then about your work history, and then other sources of information. So that's just the thing that it's there, but some people, I say during these interviews or maybe during a review, that not everybody in the whole country, I guess, is going to know that information until you provide certain information. And a lot of that, they say that it's kept secure. But if anybody say different ways of how to describe background information, but it's basically more information for them that's provided by you just by giving them the correct resource. But other than that, thanks for watching.